the celebration. I didn't see it coming. Everything was hidden, from me. And just last week I traveled to the east and then I came back. I didn't know that everything had been planned, and they even went and made clothes for me. This one. And then this afternoon she said, if my wife just told me, I have this, we want us to go to church, do something small, give thanks, and then we, come back. I said, okay, no problem. I'll just do a reflection, sober reflection about my life so far and all that. I wasn't really expecting anything. And then I got to the church, in the evening mass, and usually very scanty. Then suddenly I started seeing very familiar faces. The ED, CFO, chairman, Madam Ositoya, everybody started surfacing, I said, what's going on? And then we all came here. Even after the mass, I said, okay, in that case, at least we tried and got something. It's not over, and that there was another place we should go to wait. I said, no, don't worry, just be in the car. Apparently the driver also, John knew, where we were going. And it's like somebody being taken to, maybe
to slaughter.
Slaughter. I don't really slaughter. I was like, maybe, if you're a suspect, you are in Black Maria, and you're taking which court. Something like that. So then we came here. I said, but I've been here before. And that Hilda, I know ED organized my finance set forth. I think it's here we did it at that time, so I've been here before. But and then with everyone. So actually, I tell you, at the point I was tensed up, I didn't know what to expect. But as we started, it was like a family, very relaxed gathering. Actually, I would say I couldn't have wished more than this. Thank you very, very much. That's happened. And so thank you also for your very kind comments. You don't say everything as as it was, I would say, how it's been. Actually, and also for people who taught, made speeches and all that. And I look back, yes, 60 years, and I'm kind of a person that remembers things a lot. I say it's a gift I do not forget. I started doing new things when I was maybe 3 years. I could remember faintly, but then as years went by, when I look back, I could remember, and that's why many times when I speak with people, I could say the months, sometimes I say the day, or even the year. And so looking back, I'm not looking back on some of the things people said, especially my family members, the people that I went to school with CIC, and some of them are here. Thank you very much. And you find that, we got to know each other, we were like 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, so like practically grew up. And when I look at my life, I would say God has been very, very, very good, I would say. I never expected to get, this far, this level, and also in good health. One guy, it was Henry that talked about in school that I started life in a particular part of Enugu. That part of Enugu, to put it in a better perspective for people here to understand, is the equivalent of, say, Ajegunle or so. I would say Ajegunle. It's called Coal Camp. But that Coal Camp, yes, I did my primary school there, and things were not easy. Just after after the war, so people who were not very privileged, grew up there. We were privileged. My father was in the army, Nigerian army. I was born here in Lagos. But then the war started, things turned, sour, and then after the war he was sacked. After about 16 years of service, between 1954 and 1970. So I would say according to him, he said we started to suffer. So like I grew up like that. So for me, it wasn't really suffering. It was life because I never like knew any other thing. You know, so we're coming to CIC to meet some of them who were like in a better places, GRA, the Independence Layout, New Haven, and all that privileged people. You know, and then I mean just coming. You know, at that time, my daughter just says that I used to tell them that, yes, I did start, you know, how to like teach myself how to speak English. Because in primary school, we just learned English as a, I would say, subject.